What is your full name?
Robert Domzalski.
Where are you from?
I was born and raised in Warren, Michigan. Currently reside in Huntington Woods, Michigan.
How old were you on September 11th, 2001?
35 years old.
What do you recall about life before 9/11?
Before 9/11, it seemed like there was not much security for the border crossings or at the airport, or not much awareness about the potential terrorism attacks in the United States.
Were you scared of being attacked by terrorists before 9/11? Why or why not?
No, I was not scared. Why? Basically because there was never any threats or any signs of any terrorism in the United States.
How did you find out about the attacks?
I was in the waiting room of a eye doctor's appointment and was watching Good Morning America, and they showed the planes colliding into the first building, and then subsequently the second building.
What were your first feelings or emotions when you heard about the attacks?
Initially, I was confused. Thought maybe it was just an errant, mistake by the pilot of that plane, but then quickly learned that there's no coincidence that there was more than one plane, and immediately thought of terrorism, attack, or some type of conspiracy on the United States.
Were you afraid for your safety of your family?
Naturally, I was. I didn't think that the area that we lived in posed any threat. Once I heard about other planes and potential missions and flights that were out of control, that we couldn't have any radio frequency with the pilots. But I felt uncomfortable and insecure, but I didn't feel any immediate danger to my family now.
Were you personally connected to anyone in the towers, pentagons, or planes?
No, not personally. I had my brother's brother-in-law was in flight at that time, and my brother-in-law, my wife's brother, was pending boarding a flight from San Francisco to Hawaii, but nobody that I knew was in the towers or at the Pentagon.
What do you remember about the nation as its leaders coming together in the days following September 11th?
I remember President Bush being very strong and very concise in his actions, that there would be no negotiations with terrorists, and I think he brought the nation together in solidarity against any future attacks, and a definite plan of how he was going to protect this country from any future potential terrorist activity.
How did you feel about the decision to invade Afghanistan and Iraq, and why?
I felt that under the circumstances, it was the right thing to do. Osama bin Laden and the Al Qaeda network needed to be stopped to avoid any future crazy terrorism in the United States or surrounding allies.
How have the government's actions regarding surveillance of phone calls, emails, and social media made you feel?
It doesn't bother me because I know that my actions and my communication is, although it's private, it's if that's what it takes to secure the United States of any potential threats, I don't have a problem with it. I know a lot of people do, but anything that I'm doing is probably pretty boring and put them to sleep. So I don't really feel that that's a invasion of my privacy. I'm fine with it.
What do you believe is our nation's greatest security threat, and why?
our nation's greatest security threat. I think it's just the everyday life of the American people and feeling like they're living the American dream and have the freedom that the Constitution was built on, and that they don't have to protect themselves or feel danger in everyday life.
Do you think that terrorism can be defeated? Why or why not?
I think that can be minimized, probably 85, 90%, but I think you're always going to get some radical groups that are going to have some type of activities, either in the United States or in our surrounding allies. But I think it can be greatly minimized, to 85, 90%.
How has 9/11 changed our nation or the world?
I think the time that it happened back in 2001 and where we're at now, 2017. I think the social media and the internet has grown, since 9/11. So every single small threat or activity is on the internet or on TV because of the advances in technology, and that's pretty much how I feel.
Thank you.